Tip of the tongue, tip of the tongue.
Sally sold a pack of seashells by the seashore. You know, you got to do those tongue twisters to get the everything loosened up, ready to go.
I heard Sally's a hoe.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Oh, welcome back to the Racing Answer Podcast.
This is like almost rehearsed.
Groundhog Day?
I want to cuss. I want to like get my money's worth, you know.
What the monster energy are you doing here?
It shrunk my most favorite organ. Pancreas.
When we say something dumb, we just gotta swear and you'll cut it out.
Wow, it does sound slow.
Oh, Mr. Andy Petrie.
So is 5 average?
I thought 6 was average.
Welcome back to another episode of the Racing Addicts podcast. I'm going to try actually looking at the camera a little bit tonight.
I was going to say, I feel like that's one thing I do a decent job at is engaging the camera.
I know. I never do. I look at your beautiful face, Kevin.
Oh, flatter will get you everywhere with me.
Just I know. Saying. Listen, I already lit a candle for you tonight.
Oh, I know. The ambiance are set. Just saying.
The mood.
Yeah, we got it. We got it going.
Look at that. Oh.
Bally surprise, baby. That's what it says.
Oh, it actually does. Oh, shoot. I didn't even know that. I just saw it was red. I was by red candles. I don't know why. That's just my thing.
Again, setting the mood. Setting the mood. We dim these lights. We got the blues and the reds on the outside. We got the candle going. Oh, baby. Mood will be set.
Maybe like last week, the front lights will just put themselves out again. Right. And then we'll really have our mood, you know, and then we can get back into our witness protection mode.
That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, people got to pay extra to see that show.
Oh, that's behind the Patreon right there.
That's right. That's right.
So we just wrapped up a weekend in Las Vegas and
Viva Las Vegas
and South Central PA because we had a lot of dirt racing.
Yes, we did.
A lot of good dirt racing. So,
yes, we did.
Boy, on the NASCAR side of things, really not much happened.
No,
like it was a weekend.
It was. I mean, I really thought that Zilich and Allgaier were going to run away with the show, and then Areola came out with it right at the end. I don't know how he pulled that one out, other than pit strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it's credit where it's due, or not. I thought we had 2 pretty boring races at Vegas, saved by the last 15 laps of each one.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that.
Like, I think the rating for both race would be 30 points lower without the last 15 laps.
Agreed.
Like, it really
was a snooze fest because, all right, in the Cup Series, we did have tire wear, but the problem was it wasn't wear that made a difference to the racing itself. You know, we had a lot of tire blowouts and cording that, you know, made it so that the cars really couldn't drive to their full potential as it was.
Especially on the 12 car.
Yeah. Well, honestly, Logano had the same issue because the next round of pit stops, he was saying that his left rear was shot. And when he got in there, the left rear was fine. It was actually the left front that was cording, and it was on the inside edge.
So it has to be something Penske was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe tire pressures were too low or something. Who knows? Maybe it was a camber or something.
Could we have sacrificed the 2 car?
I mean, I would have preferred it that way.
Yeah. We don't really like him anyway. Like, there would have been no loss.
Exactly. I mean, he's already out of the points chase. So, man.
What's the matter?
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. So what would you have rated Sunday at Vegas? This is a tough week.
So prior to Ty Dillon being an absolute bonehead, I would have given the race probably a 4.
Yeah, I was low numbers before that.
Yeah, I mean afterwards, again, just because of the poop show that it turned into after every restart, I would say I probably finished at about a 5.5, maybe push a 6. But again, it's only after Ty Dillon, and then all the chaos that ensued after the restarts.
Yeah, and I think I'm in the same boat, to be honest, because I kept walking away for decent lengths of time because you know, stuff with my kid or going out to the car or whatever.
Yeah, and doing parental duties. Understood.
And like with the race starting so late, which it did start really late.
Yeah, 5:30 I think was the broadcast time, and then of course, you know, NASCAR him hauls around worse than any other sport out there about actually getting the show started.
And my son's bedtime is 7. So, like, obviously, end of stage 1, beginning of stage 2, I'm gone. Well, thankfully,
I will
nothing
say,
happened.
Fair. I do like a night race at Vegas. I do like that transition.
Yeah.
However, this package still leaves me wanting more.
Yeah. And that's really where I was. Because, like, it just... I thought the drive by Denny Hamlin at the end was phenomenal.
Oh, it was. I mean,
that was worth like almost 4 points on the score, I think.
Yeah, as much as I hate to give credit to Hamlin, he drove the wheels off that thing, and he did it in a way that he saved tires for the end. And honestly, nobody had anything for him.
Yeah,
because once he got past Larson, he was just gone. Larson couldn't even keep up with him,
and he caught Briscoe fast.
Yes, he did,
which does not happen in this generation. Cars.
No,
that was impressive.
I wanted to see some Gibbs on Gibbs crime. I really did. I wanted to see Briscoe. As much as I like Briscoe, I wanted to see him do something to stop Denny Hamlin. I really did.
I was like oddly okay with it. I don't know why. I think my heart is softening.
Again,
it's
feel
weird.
Dirty. I'm a little disappointed in you.
Hey, he's not going to win Martinsville.
This Hamlin love that you got going on. Although you realize this busts both our brackets that we did with the speed guys.
I thought I had the 11 in. I guess I didn't.
If you did, I think I don't know. We're gonna have to double check that. I know I had
look.
I had Hendrick and Penske.
Oh, you know what? I didn't because I swapped him for Bell. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
I think did.
You're right.
Because I think I had 12, 24, 5, 20.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Stink.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Every other bracket I've done this year died immediately.
Truth.
So, yeah. No, I thought it was good. 60 wins in the final 4. He did a good job. I can't fault anything. It was impressive. All the things.
Something that I will say about Denny Hamlin is he has lost that cockiness and that crybabiness that he had going for him all the years prior. Yeah. And this year, not that he's not still cocky, but he's presenting it in a different way. And I think now he's kind of that veteran of the sport, and he's almost a little wily with what he's saying, just to poke the bear enough, but not enough to get himself in deep and have people gunning for him. And I think it's working for him.
It's not working.
And I will say, I do enjoy his podcast. I really do, because seeing a different side of him, I have grown to respect some of his opinions.
Is it just because he's suing NASCAR? Is that the main reason?
That may also be part of it. That may also be a part.
I had that thought. I was like, shoot, is that the main reason I actually like him more, is because he's suing NASCAR?
Yeah.
That feels bad. That feels like it's not the right sentiment, but
I don't know.
It could be a thing.
I don't know. But something's got to change in the sport, because they're alienating their long-time fans, and the direction it's going, it's leaving again a bad taste in most people's mouths, I think.
Yeah. Did you listen to O'Donnell's on Dale Jr.'s podcast this week?
I only caught bits and pieces, like little like minute, 2-minute long clips. I didn't hear the whole show.
There were moments that I wanted to give O'Donnell a lot of credit. Where you realize that I think he's one of the smarter guys in the room. And then there was other moments that you were like, come on, dude. So I don't know.
Are you talking about specifically when he was talking about the financial implications of the changes to the series? Or was that someone else?
No. Mine was more general. Just little things. You know me, I hate this car.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just like the glazing that comes with it, from all of the NASCAR media still just makes me roll my eyes, because it's like, it's bad, dude. Like, can you just objectively say it's bad?
Yeah.
So that's where I struggle.
So something that I thought was interesting, and I don't remember who it was that was on Dale Jr.'s podcast, but whoever it was that he was talking to, they were talking about the financial aspect of making changes to this generation of car. And this generation of car is so expensive just to maintain at the current level, let alone if they do more machine work and get more power out of it, that I can see how it's going to hurt the smaller teams. And the smaller teams are already struggling as it is, because this car has been so expensive just to launch and maintain.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're trying to control parity, which can't be controlled.
Yeah.
You know, good teams are going to do well, and it just is what it is. So I don't know.
I mean, when you have more money than God, of course you're going to find a way to do well. I mean, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the problem is we're losing diversity in the sport. I almost wish we could go back to the days, I forget if it was Gen 4 or Gen 5, where they were limiting that the teams were only allowed to have like 3 cars, you know? And
that was after Roush put 5 cars in the chase. Yep.
Yes.
Roush did that.
And honestly, I think that was better, not just because of the car, but because of the variety, and it gave the small guys a little bit more chance.
Well, they had that rule again, except if you're Gibbs or Hendrick, then you can have 4.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got the exception. Blaney has a flat tire in one of the stages, hits the wall. Dude,
that was stage 1. It was early in the race, and it was a shame. And you know, if you listen to his interview post getting out of the health and safety center for getting checked out, he said he had no warning, that he was just riding along, and then all of a sudden there he is barreling full force into the wall. And you know, whenever you saw him driving down pit road, I mean, you could tell the whole suspension was waffled on the right front. I mean, there was no saving that car.
You could tell that thing was done.
Oh yeah. I mean, even whenever he was coming to a stop inside his pit stall, you could see the whole wheel assembly, which was locked up because it was pinched so hard, but you could see the whole assembly shimmying back and forth as he was coming to a stop. Like that's catastrophic damage there, buddy.
That 12 car is unbelievably unlucky at Las Vegas.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Like, he has decent pace. Like, I don't know that he's ever had like off the wall winning pace, but he's always had decent pace at Vegas.
Yeah.
And it never works ever. Like, I don't know if he ran over a black cat pulling in there years ago or some witch put a curse on him, but man, that 12 car cannot buy a break.
Maybe
at Las
he was
Vegas.
betting at the casinos and he hit it big, and that just used up all his luck. Who knows?
I hope it was a good payday.
Something,
man. I mean, you screw the rest of your career, but because remember, he has blown a tire in practice there now twice and had to go to a backup.
Yep.
And then, of course, in the race yesterday, blows a tire after he had kind of worked his way up, and he was doing decently well.
Oh, yeah, because he was just outside of the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, when that happened.
Yeah.
I think he was like 11th or 12th or something like that, but he was moving forward, and then all of a sudden just let loose.
And they had found a little bit more pace because the car was looking better. You know, the lap times, everything were looking better, and then just gone. So... Jeez.
Yeah, it's frustrating, and now he's in a situation where he's probably going to have to win to make it to the next round, because I think last I saw he's 36 points behind.
Yeah, I mean he's not in a must win, but he's kind of in a must win.
Yeah.
Like, I think you can make an argument for points, but it's tough.
Well, and historically he does not have good luck at Talladega either. Usually he gets taken out by one of his teammates.
I just, man, I know we're not talking about next week yet. I have so low of expectations going into Sunday. Like, our last 2 Dega races have been trash.
Yeah.
Like, absolute trash.
Well, and
it's just,
again, it's going to come back to a late restart and then just making sure that you're the one that's in the lead when the caution comes out.
Yeah. Or coming off pit road. Like, whoever comes out with the lead after pit road, just give them the trophy. Like, might as well save your time and not run the rest of the race, because you can't pass.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do anything. So,
so there was something that I was thinking about the other day, and they're talking about with the car how much grip it has and how much performance and everything like that. And yes, I understand you want to make downforce and you got to have power and all these other variables. However, I think part of what made NASCAR so exciting in the previous generations was the lack of downforce and the fact that the car was on the ragged edge, and you had to be a driver and know how to finesse the car. Maybe you couldn't drive it to its peak performance or its fastest potential, but you had to finesse the car and be able to make it last and know where that line was. And that line has been blurred with this car. And I mean, even Harvick said it when he went to the test practice the test sessions with this car before they even released it, that there was no line. It would just all of a sudden you'd be good, and then it would just snap, and there was no saving.
You're done. Well, and that's what made super speedway racing good over the years, is you had to find the balance between downforce and handling, or speed
Correct.
and handling. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And I think that's what made it good, is that you had the guys that they could draft really well, but they couldn't maintain on their own, or they would be good the whole run, but they lasted a little bit of just out of the box speed or whatever. And it kind of made it comers and goers and different moves. And now it's just like every car is just trimmed to the max because there's so much flip and grip.
Yep.
But then there's also so much drag that nobody can pull out, because as soon as you pull out, you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like opening a parachute behind you.
So it's just, and to have it in the round of 8, like, what a just,
in the round of
absolute
16,
miss.
I could get behind it. Even the round of 12, I could get behind it. But in the round of 8, now you're basically just throwing an RNG dart in there, like playing Plinko on Wheel of Fortune. Not Wheel of Fortune.
To supposedly
Price is Right.
decide a champion.
Yeah.
Like, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it's just not great.
Because I was talking to someone last night, and they're like, well, you should feel pretty good, because like Blaney's track record at Dega and Martinsville is incredible. And I was like, well, Martinsville, sure. Like I'm very confident there, but like it just driver means nothing at Talladega right now.
No,
it means absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
Like Cody Ware or Kyle Larson could win Sunday.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't mean anything.
No,
so,
you're 100%
whatever.
correct.
John Hunter Nemechek could easily go home with the trophy on Sunday,
Speaking of that bonehead,
and he's a moron.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I need to modify my comparison, because I need to be harder on John Hunter than I am on Cody Ware.
Agreed. No, I can't stand John Hunter Nemechek. I almost wonder if, because of the platform and this generation of race car and how much grip it has, and everything being so trimmed out like you were just discussing, I just wonder if that is making it so that these mediocre drivers are able to kind of bridge that gap, where back in the day you had to be a Matt Kenseth, you had to be
Sure.
a guy that was prodigiously talented to be successful. And now we have a bunch of mediocre drivers that are just field fillers, constantly wadding up millions of dollars of equipment every week, because they are just that, mediocre, and can't hang.
Well, it's what we've seen for sure is track position is so big that your racecraft can be garbage, but your qualifying be decent.
And that makes up for it.
It does, or I don't. This is not really a hot take. I don't think I'm giving new information, but the 22 has had no pace in the last 3 years
whatsoever.
Like that, they are just out to lunch on speed, but where he gets his points and his results is he's a pain in the butt to pass. Mm-hmm. Like his level of defense, he has far surpassed Ross Chastain. I think Chastain's like reasonable now. And it's a card that is so frustrating, where you can be half a second slower than the guy behind you, and they can't pass you because all you do is change your lane in the middle of the corner.
So
remember Gateway?
Oh yeah.
We saw it so much at Gateway, where like the 20 was way faster than the 22, and he couldn't do anything because as soon as he'd get there, the 22 would just take his lane,
an arrow block,
5 car lengths.
Yep. Now, I'm gonna ask a question, and this is just off the cuff.
Sure.
So, back in the day, the Rocket Man Ryan Newman was by far the hardest guy to pass. Do you now think that has become Logano?
Potentially. Sorry, it looks like I'm smoking over here. I had to blow the candle out. It was starting to annoy me.
Well, there goes those zombie
a little
ambiance.
much. It was a little much. And then it just smoked, so hopefully it doesn't set off the smoke detector and wake my kid up. But
oh, jeez.
I mean, probably. I think Ryan Newman would be the norm in this car. Mm-hmm. Because the way he drove defensively in the Gen 6, Gen 5, Gen 4, was aggressive, and really it would be considered normal in the Gen 7. So I don't even know that he'd be considered anyone different at this point, honestly.
Well, I was thinking about what you were saying, and again, Ryan Newman across the board, was someone that everybody had a hard time to pass, whether it was the leader of the race trying to lap him or another driver in fighting for position against him, that everybody said Newman was hard to pass. And he was just really good at, I don't want to say blocking, because it wasn't these dive bomb maneuvers like you see at Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta, but he would just make the car wide and make you have to really earn it.
Yeah.
And now we see this with all of the cars, which is kind of crazy to me.
You have to, because track position is so massive with the Gen 7 because you can't pass.
Yeah.
I think he would just be normal.
I always liked Ryan Newman. I kind of miss seeing him in the sport.
I like his early days with Penske when he was just like bad fast, like crazy fast. Like I still remember like qualifying,
and that was when Penske wasn't very fast to begin with,
and he just was a rocket ship. Like he'd come out in that Gen 4 at Lowe's Motor Speedway, the thing bouncing all over the place, the front all taped up, and he was like 5 mile an hour ahead of second place. I mean, it was just wild.
And that Alltel car looked so good too.
It did. Yeah, that's what I still think of when I think of Ryan Newman.
Oh, I agree.
That was
wholeheartedly.
That was the era. Really, the only real talking point I think from the race was the Ty Dillon Willie B wreck, and I tried to word it in such a way that it was not opinionated because I was curious to see unfiltered what your thoughts were. Although you did kind of hint already in a comment.
Well, I got no poker face. I'm very much, if I think it's coming out of my mouth. I have no filter. Well, very little filter, because I don't cuss too.
No, like your filter's kind of there. Yeah,
but
like it's kind of there.
But yeah, I 100% put the blame on Ty Dillon. It's been known in the racing world for generations. If you're going to go to pit lane, you go and stick a hand out the window. You let the guy know behind you. Plus, did you watch that? He was way high up on the track, not tucking and hugging the white line like he was going to come off the track.
I don't think he was making pit road regardless.
No.
I mean, if you watch, so I slowed down William Byron's in-car on my phone last night because I was trying to see something. I think what happened, and I don't know if we'll ever actually know the answer because I don't know that he'll admit to it. I think he completely overdid it, and the reason he locked up the brakes so hard was to try to make it.
Okay. So you think he overcooked his entry?
I think way overcooked, and I think he tried to make up for it by jacking it a little extra. Because I'm telling you, he stopped.
Yeah, I can see him jacking it.
Oh, gosh.
No, he's just a bonehead. And Ty Dillon was trying to put the blame on the spotters, not relaying the message. At the end of the day, again, common knowledge. Hey, I'm going to pit lane. Like,
well, and that's the thing. It's a zero cost system.
Exactly.
Like, why would you not just do it? Like, even if your spotter says, like, why wouldn't you just right before you go into 3, just
exactly.
And that's it.
They still do it at Talladega and Daytona.
I know.
So why would you not think to do that? I mean, that is just bonehead move 101. Then again, Ty Dillon, Silver Spoon Kid, does not deserve to be in the Cup Series whatsoever.
Yeah. And the best part was he was blaming William Byron when he got out of the car at first.
Which
and I was like, bro.
Absolutely crazy.
You just pulled the e-brake in the middle of the freaking racetrack. Like, it was not as bad as Quinn Huff, but it was very Quinn Huff-esque.
It was. Well, and the thing that kills me about the whole situation is now, because of his idiocy, he has effectively changed the points chase.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
And I'm sorry, but a 25th or worse driver should not be affecting, the drivers that are racing for a championship.
Well, let's look at the reality. So there was not a lot of passing at Vegas on these long green runs. Like, once you got strung out, it was kind of game over.
Yep.
So that race was gearing up to a Kyle Larson, William Byron race.
Yeah.
And that was it. So you could very easily make the jump that a Chevy car cost a Chevy car a win and a spot in the Final Four.
Truth.
Truth.
I agree.
And not only cost the 24 car a potential win, but left him in a huge points hole now because I think he's 12 or 14 out.
Yeah, something like that.
Which it's going to be hard for him. Like, they do not have a good track record at Martinsville. And obviously, Dega, you never know. They could win or they could finish 30th.
The Chevys or the Camaro body does have a more pointed nose, which makes it harder for them to bump draft.
Yeah.
You know, which historically has caused problems at the super speedways. You know, but the thing that the way the race was shaping up, I agree with you. I think it was going to be William Byron or Kyle Larson. Even if Denny Hamlin had the speed that he did at the end of the race, I don't know if he would have had enough to bridge the gap because he was running, 6th, 7th, 8th at that point. Yeah. And yes, he was coming. But because of all the nonsense that happened on every restart after that, that's what put Denny Hamlin in a perfect position. Yeah. Because he was able to leapfrog everybody.
No, I mean, it worked out perfectly. And even there was the 2 tires and then the 4 tires.
Yep.
And then there was that wreck right after the William Byron wreck where 4 of the 2 tire people took each other out.
Yeah.
So it was like even that little bit of buffer that you would have had even to benefit everyone else was gone.
Yep.
So it just, I mean, you pretty much put a nice little bow on it and handed it to one of those guys. Yeah. I think the 5 easily was the second best car at that point. I think.
Agree.
But
I agree. 100%. And it was a good race watching Hamlin and Larson go after each other. I mean, Hamlin was running high, wide, and handsome, and he was making it work on a razor's edge right up against the wall. And I don't know if Larson just didn't have the confidence or maybe he didn't have the tires to do it, but you could see Larson was not going up nearly as high on the wall or in the turns as Hamlin was, and that was all the difference.
Let's talk about the important thing with Kyle Larson. That car on TV looked like a test car.
Oh, it's because I liked it.
So my only beef, the lines were so thin that like on a camera from a couple 100 feet away, or I'm probably like 500 feet away, like you couldn't see the lines, so it just looked like a test car because it was just a black car with a 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of digging it. I liked the different paint scheme. I love when they do special one-off paint schemes. I really do. I always have.
Well, the diecast will look good. I'm curious if anyone else thought that. That was my thought watching the race, though. I was like, you can't see anything.
I mean, that's true.
You can't even see
but maybe that was him trying to channel his inner intimidator, an all black car like that.
Man, I tell you what,
it certainly isn't Austin Dillon, that's for sure.
Amen. He was given a couple gifts by Denny Hamlin on that last run because there was one block Larson threw. Denny had to have cracked the throttle because otherwise the 5, like as I'm watching
cleared himself off of his nose going down the backstretch. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And like as he's going up, I'm like wreck. I knew it. I was like, all right, the 19 is about to win this race because the 11 and the 5 are going to wreck.
I would have liked that so much better than Hamlin winning. I really would have. Just saying.
Man, I would have been okay with that. The crazy thing is, C. Bell was a guy that I really had locked in, and I think Vegas was his time to shine.
And he missed it.
He did. And honestly, they have missed really the whole playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know what their deal is, honestly.
I know they have a win, right? They won somewhere.
They did.
But like the rest of the playoffs, they've just been
mediocre.
Kind of checked out. Yeah. And it's weird.
Now, he is strong at Martinsville.
Not lately. He won the year we went, and that was the last one. He has been garbage the last 2 years there. So I don't know. Like I have zero faith in his ability to win in or get in at Martinsville.
See, if he makes it past this round, he's a contender.
Oh, he is. I mean, if I not selfishly, I think if the 12 and the 20 can both make it to Phoenix, we're all in for a good show. Agreed. I think that'd be the best showdown for the championship.
Agreed.
But I don't think I just don't see him making it at all because it's just because I'm gonna lock in the 12 for Martinsville. I'm just gonna do it. So to me, it comes down to who makes it on points / who lucks in at Talladega. And I mean, I know I just said that like anybody could win at the super speedway because of how garbage the car is.
Well,
but
Ricky Spinhouse won last year at Talladega.
But it ain't going to be C. Bell because he does more dumb stuff on super speedways than Ricky Stenhouse does.
I mean, and that's pretty dang impressive.
Yeah. So my stock in C. Bell right now, it went down really far. I needed to see more out of him yesterday to put stock back in. I think I'm pulling
That's
my
a little
20
bit of a hot
stock.
take. I won't lie.
Really?
I'm kind of
All right.
surprised.
And I'm bummed because I like Seabell. Like, I
Well,
want
and
to
I
see him
think
make
we've
it.
all been kind of high on Seabell
Yeah,
all
I think we have.
season, and to kind of see him, I don't want to say fizzle, but he's not riding strong to the finish.
Yeah. No, and Denny's kicking his butt, honestly. I mean, the 11 car is just better. So,
it's kind of crazy because Briscoe, not that he was an unknown, but nobody was sure because of him jumping manufacturers how he was going to do. He's really stepped up to the plate. Denny Hamlin has definitely stepped up and become the quote unquote premier car out of the Gibbs camp.
Yeah.
And then Seabell, he's always been kind of right there, just waiting in the wings. And again, he was hot earlier in the season, but now I agree, he has kind of fallen off.
yeah. No, for sure. I think Briscoe has overperformed most people's expectations. Yeah,
I agree.
like even the fact that they were in the position to maybe win yesterday, nobody had that on their radar. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't have Briscoe
Yeah.
getting a win this year. That
That's
was
true.
definitely not on my bingo card.
Definitely didn't. I did not have him in the final 8 at all. I had maybe playoffs. So I mean, props to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can make it or not. I think I'm pretty low odds on that.
I mean, I'm kind of low odds on Briscoe making it also, but if he does, and it looks like it's going to be a Yoda going to the win, I'm rooting for him over
Yeah.
Hamlin every day of the week.
I think Larson's in a good enough point spot.
He can pretty much make it without needing much.
He just needs to not suck, and he's good. And I don't think he will. Like, I think he's going
He
to
basically
be,
just has to finish the race.
Yeah.
That's it.
because I think too he's going to be top 3 at Martinsville for sure. I think he's there every year. He's right there at Martinsville. So it's like if they can survive Dega, the 5 can easily point in at this
Agreed.
point. Like, I'm not even worried about him.
Yep,
So
I agree.
yeah. Xfinity, we had Areola taking the win, which
I was disappointed.
I don't like him.
No, neither
I'm
do
not a
I.
fan.
I haven't liked him even when he drove for Petty back in the day. I thought he was a big waste of talent or waste of good equipment or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, like, and I had really no beef with him Saturday. I mean, him and Zillish raced the poop out of each other, and it was really entertaining.
and it was
He was
clean.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about Areola that I've just never liked.
it does. And I think I know earlier this year at Phoenix, honestly, I think broke my Almirola support because I don't even remember who, he ran somebody in the wall coming off turn 4 and then gets out and says, "Give the glory to God." And I'm like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, that broke my Almirola thing. So,
I mean, I'm
I
all for
remember who
giving
he hit.
sport where sport is due and praising up, but not after you pulled a
that's the
D-bag
thing.
move to do it.
Exactly. Like,
That's a Chandler Smith mover there,
and there's a reason he's on the list he's on too.
right?
And Areola joined. You know what? It was Alex Bowman. He ran in the wall.
Okay.
He was driving the 17 car and I just remembered.
Bowman was
Yeah.
the one that kind of surprised me yesterday because there for a while he was towards the front holding his own, and then it
Then
just
they
kind of
sucked. Like, they
Yeah,
just
it just
dropped
kinda
like a
fizzled
rock.
out.
It was weird.
I still say that Bowman's the one that's getting the leftovers out of Hendrick camp.
There's stuff there. I have zero doubt in my mind. Zero doubt. We had an exciting finish between Almirola and Zillich. I just said that. It was kind of good. And we had some beef at the end of the race. I don't know if you got to see that, but Sanchez and Love were hollering at each other. Not very
No, I
happy.
missed that one.
So Sanchez was driving like a moron. Like,
Okay.
he was just stuff like he would put it so tight on the guy's door that there was almost a wreck, I think, multiple times on the
so
last
he was trying
run.
to take the air off
Yeah.
them enough that it would make them kind of get loose underneath them.
Right.
Okay.
And Jesse Love had a couple really good saves.
Well, Jesse Love was doing good the entire race.
He was. And he did the same thing to Allgaier, too. And it cost Allgaier a couple spots on the one restart.
Yep, I
And it
saw
cost
that.
Jesse Love really a chance of going after the win. And it was funny because I saw this afterwards on the Twitters Saturday night. Obviously on TV, we saw Sanchez and Love kind of, beefing a little bit on camera. Well, apparently Allgaier went over to Love right after that and basically just said, "I agree."
Yeah.
Like, and he fist bumped
That's
him.
great.
And he made some comment about, Sanchez doing the same thing to me. He's like, you're in the right. And I was like, all right, well, way to go, Justin.
Heck
So
yeah. Well, that's one thing. I mean, Allgaier calls it like he sees it.
Yeah.
He doesn't pull no punches.
hey, they finished P3.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
happy with it.
I wanted to see the 7 finish a freaking race, and they finished a freaking race.
Yep.
So I'll take it. You know, their execution.
Well, again, they've had
so
some
bad
bad luck this year too.
Well, and it's mostly been self-induced. Like they just
pit road kills me.
It does every time. It's given me PTSD to rooting for the 12 car, where every time he came down pit road, you're like,
yeah.
And you're right.
He lost what, 3 spots the one pit stop?
Yes.
He lost 5 the next one.
Yep.
And he was just constantly, and look, I get it. Sometimes Allgaier speeds on pit road because he's trying to get the most out of it. But there's been a lot of times where it's been pit crew induced also. And
it's been more pit crew than Allgaier this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
And it's been really frustrating. So yeah, and it just feels like Pullman's strategy calls have been really bizarre this year. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but the strategy he's been taking needs to be over with, because we're talking about this is when it's for all the marbles. Like we can't keep putting the 7 car in a giant risk to maybe flip and gain a stage point. You know what I mean? Like we're done with that. Like this is the important part of the season. And
now,
we need
I got
to stop with that.
a dumb question for you. Do you think that part of that is because of how much is in flux for next season?
I don't think there's anything in flux with them, though. I think they're locked, aren't they?
Well, they are, but what I'm saying is there's so many things that are changing and moving within junior motorsports that I'm just wondering if that's causing a distraction.
There is a very popular rumor that JRM is going to be gifted or sold at a discounted rate one of the 2311 charters if NASCAR wins the suit.
Ooh.
And maybe more than one.
I would love to see that.
So if that's the case, you would have to think the majority of that 7 team is on the lineup, including driver and crew chief.
I would hope.
Yeah.
For
maybe
as
you
good
might
as he
be right.
did at the Daytona 500, without a charter and everything like that. I mean, he had to race his way in, and he did it, and then finished top 10. I mean, I was impressed the whole way around.
And don't forget what he did at the Coke 600 last year, where he unlapped himself under green in the 5 car and finished P9.
Yeah,
I think P9. It was top 10.
It was up there. Yeah.
After literally just jumping in Kyle Larson's car with Kyle Larson's setup. So, I mean, Justin can drive.
Oh, there's no question about it. And the thing is, he does it clean, too. He's not one of these drivers that drives over his head and then wads up half the field for one position.
It would be fun to see him get a cup shot again.
I would love to see it. I really would.
I have no idea how I'd root for an Xfinity.
I mean, that's fair.
That's a hard question.
So, as much as I would be torn, I mean, my true alliance still lies with Penske, but I would definitely be rooting for Allgaier too if he got a ride in the Cup Series.
I'm trying to think who I would root for. I might root for Sam.
Oh, speaking of, you had made mention of a rumor about the Xfinity Series and Carson Kvapil for next season, and now looks like he's going to be splitting that car. So I guess he's not going to Penske for an Xfinity program.
Yeah, and I've heard zero murmurs, so I would guess whatever was closed died.
Yeah.
Would just be my assumption.
Which also sucks because the Fords really have no feeder program other than the Truck Series with FRM. And even that, I mean, they got Lane Riggs and then they got Bonehead Chandler Smith.
Well, and Ryan Sieg is on track to be the only Ford driver next year.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that doesn't make me very hopeful.
No. I mean, because so it's on the sheet. Harrison Burton is leaving AM Racing.
Yeah, I saw that. That shocked me over the weekend.
I did not see that one coming at all.
No.
That was a shock. So does that mean AM Racing is
folding,
disappearing, or does it just mean someone else is stepping in the seat? Because obviously that's a Ford, so that's a big question.
So for my take on it was that it is going to be another driver jumping in that seat, but I have not heard who. Which
I would hope. And then obviously Haas is going from Ford to Chevy, so your top 2 Fords in the Xfinity Series are becoming bow ties next year.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Gosh, so Ford's got to get something figured out, and the Penske thing would make sense. It just would make sense.
I would love to see Penske have a full-time Xfinity car again. You know,
I mean, I don't know what else you do. Because like I think Ryan Sieg for what he's doing is doing a phenomenal job. Like I don't want to take anything away from him, but
he's not your driver of the future.
He's not, and the team isn't. Like
No.
Even if you were to dump like Ford development money into Ryan Sieg Racing, I don't know that you're going to see the results that you need to see.
Agreed.
And again, like I massively respect what they're doing. They're doing a phenomenal job, but we're talking about going against Junior Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah.
Like that is a big, that you've got to be
Those
like
are
a
two
Team Penske
powerhouses.
level.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be a Roush or a Penske that fills that role. Those are the only people that can do it.
Yeah. Well, and I don't see Roush doing that. RFK.
It doesn't feel that way.
Well, no,
It
and
doesn't feel
especially
it.
because they're having a hard enough time just with their Cup program,
true.
let alone to try and put on an Xfinity program. The only one that makes sense to me is Penske, but I mean they're going to have to dump money into it, and I don't know. I don't know what the answer is there.
It feels like if it was going to happen, we would know by now.
Right?
It feels too late to make it happen, which sucks.
Well, and you don't see too many drivers jumping from one manufacturer to another. That's kind of a rarity in this day and age. So, again, the fact that you have no feeder system, that's a problem.
Gosh. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. And we're Ford people, so it sucks for us because we want to see some good pipeline coming in. And obviously, I mean, I don't see anybody switching to Ford because obviously, like Junior Motorsports, no question.
No,
They're
that's-
Chevy for life.
Yep.
RCR, Chevy for life.
Yep.
JGR, Toyota for life.
Yep.
Like, and really a lot of your other teams, I mean, we're looking at Nick Sanchez in the 48. Well, they're an affiliate of RCR, so obviously they're locked.
Yeah.
Colleague, affiliate of RCR, they're locked. Jeb Burton with Jordan Anderson Racing, they're
Maybe, but they're still an underfunded team.
and again, like does it move the needle forward? I don't know if it
I
does.
don't think it does, no.
So
I mean, I like Jeb Burton. I think Jeb Burton's a better driver than Harrison, but yeah, I don't think that moves the needle.
I mean,
Sorry.
it's just they needed to make the Haas thing work if they were going to stay.
Yep.
That's because that was really your only. And I'm just double checking, but that's it. Like I don't see any other.
Can I say
other
one other
option?
thing that kind of surprised me about this whole Haas deal, Tony Stewart and everything like that? Tony Stewart is lined up with Dodge now at this point. Dodge is making a comeback in the sport, and Tony Stewart's out of it. Like that would have been a great pipeline because he already had that relationship built.
I think NASCAR just pissed him off.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that. It's just it's a shame what could have been.
Yeah. Does Front Row Motorsports go to Xfinity?
I doubt it.
Are they in business next year? That's another question.
Yeah. That is a big question.
Which thank God there's no new developments on the lawsuit, so there's nothing to even talk about. It's crap's going down. It's going to be ugly, and I will say it again. I hope they settle out of court because if it goes to court, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. For anybody, I don't want it. I
No,
don't think
I
it's, I don't
agree,
think it
'cause
ends well.
Again, it's going to hurt the sport one way or another. You know, if NASCAR wins, it just shows that the monopoly has control, and we're going to continue to get the same crap product. You know,
And you're probably losing two teams if NASCAR wins.
yeah,
FRM and 2311 are probably done.
yeah.
So there's that.
And you know, for the other side of it, I don't know if that's going to shake up the sport enough to again move the needle. And I think you'll have NASCAR gunning to push them out, just like they kind of did with Tony Stewart.
Yeah. So I just don't like it. I just reach a settlement. Did we talk about Matty D out of the 99? Did we hit on
We
that?
did not touch on that yet.
Matty D today announced that, or I guess he didn't announce, the team announced. Now, what's interesting, it's not the first time we've seen this with Matty D. So I don't know if Viking kicked him out or he left. And that's what I'm kind of curious to learn more about as we move forward.
I like Matt DiBenedetto. I really do. I hate to see this turmoil for him, especially with where he's at in his career.
Yeah, it kind of felt like this was his last hoorah, and it's just, it ain't there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, he came so close so many times with the Wood brothers, and I thought that would help to launch him. And then, I'm not knocking Viking Motorsports or anything like that, but he wasn't with a top running team.
no, not at all.
You know,
Not at all.
and I once again will say I think he was overperforming with the equipment that he had to use.
Last year, he for sure was in the Rackley truck.
Yeah,
And that was I thought last year built him more, and I was disappointed because I think Matt willingly left the 25 truck last year, from what I understand.
Okay.
And that was the part that disappointed me because it felt like Matt was just
on the cusp of almost having greatness.
It was, and I don't remember if he got fired or not. I don't remember exactly the details. In the back of my head, I feel like he left. Maybe he didn't, but that kind of seemed to be the kick, and this could be just the final nail in the coffin. Because I where do you go? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it kind of eerily reminds me of Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne, was with Roush Fenway before it became RFK, and then he said he rested on his laurels. He didn't beat the pavement and wasn't knocking on doors trying to get another ride. He just thought that another ride would magically appear, and then he was out of the sport for how many years and became a commentator before he even got a ride back with Joe Gibbs, and even then it was a handful of races.
Right, like it was it was sealed at that point.
Yeah, and I hate to see it because I always thought Trevor Bayne was a better driver than Recky Spinhouse.
He was in a bad era of Roush for sure.
Yes, he was.
Here's a crazy thought that I just had as we're sitting here talking about this. Does Matty D end up in the 25 car?
Ooh, now that would be interesting. And Matty D's been a Ford driver for the majority of his career.
Maybe it's a thing. I mean, the announcements were like 5 days apart. So it could happen.
It could happen. We don't know. But if it does happen, you heard it here first.
Well, then we totally had it right. And if we're wrong, then you didn't hear it from us.
No. We were just speculating.
Exactly. Just speculating. So after Las Vegas, now that we've survived a weekend of Las Vegas, this is potentially our championship race in 2027. How do we feel about that?
Not great.
Yeah, honestly, that's where I'm at. Like, if it's the end of a 4-race stretch, I hate it less. Which is the popular rumors that the playoffs are going to be 3-3-4.
Okay,
it's sounding like that's going to happen. Which I'm a huge fan of.
I think that's better than what we're currently doing.
Because I think 3-3-4 gives you that excitement. Because I'll buy in. Like I know that there's an excitement factor, but I feel like it maintains legitimacy if you have a 4-race run of 6 cars for the championship. Like, I think I'm good with it.
Now, see, I would like that better.
Yeah.
And then 6 cars running for the championship, right, exactly. I like that better.
And then obviously your win and your in is dead. It would all be points the last 4 races.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to get in because you're deciding the champion. So
yeah.
I think I'm down with the 3-3-4. I really am. And I think here's a crazy statement. I think I like that better than a 36 race season.
Really?
I think a 3-3-4 playoffs is the perfect mixture of the two.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah.
I am 100% on board to give it a try. I still am a big advocate for the 36 race, points battle, for the whole length of the season, just because that's what I grew up with. That to me is racing. It should be a culmination of your entire season, good or bad. But I'm willing to accept a 3-3-4 change just to see how it goes. Can't be any worse than what we're already seeing.
Well, yeah, and it's the one race championship just sucks because we're talking about like we joked about it on our text message this week. Skip Flores cost Brad Keselowski his second championship.
Yeah. It's true.
One bad lug nut hit on the right front of Brad Keselowski's car gave Chase Elliott the championship and took it from Brad Keselowski.
Yep.
And that's the crap where the one race championship thing just sucks.
Agreed.
I agree. I get the excitement because you're guaranteed to decide your champion in the last race, but
and that they're going to just let it all hang out, and they don't necessarily care about being clean and racing their race. It's racing to not let the others get past you, basically.
Sure. But you've got to have some legitimacy, man.
Agreed.
There's got to be legitimacy.
That's
Otherwise,
why I
what
like
are we doing?
36 race series.
That is the maximum legitimate.
Oh,
maximum legit. Sorry, I just died. And there's also rumor that the regular season champion will be automatically locked in to the final 6. Which I'm actually cool with that too, I think. I think I like that.
I like that too. I mean, for the most part, you already see that being the case for the most part.
Right, because the points advantage puts them so far ahead. They're kind of there anyway.
But I do like that because, the regular season champion not being in the final chance. Yeah, something about that just doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And I think, even if you fudge it, I think you have to guarantee, again, William Byron was our regular season champion. If he doesn't make the Final Four at Phoenix, it looks awful.
Agreed.
Which right now there's a solid chance he doesn't, to be honest. And I don't think that's a bad thing to guarantee it, especially with a 4-race run. I say take it and lock him in. I love the idea. I'm here for it. And I know we don't always support NASCAR, but we have to support them when they make good decisions. And if this is the route they're going, I think it's a good decision.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good change. Add some legitimacy back to the sport.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, it feels like a really good balance. So I'm digging that. 750 horsepower will be coming to all tracks under 1.5 miles plus road courses. Basically, it's not coming to intermediates or super speedways. It is probably would have been an easier way to word it. But it's only 80 horsepower more. It's not going to be...
It's not going to shake the world up. It's not going to be groundbreaking.
No, my only hope is with the little bit more tire wear, it's going to force the teams to tune down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And maybe the combination of the little bit more tire wear plus the little more horsepower is going to force teams to open up setups just another click. And maybe we start to see some good racing. Yeah. That's my hope. I think I'm more optimistic than I should be. I mean, but that's what I'm going with.
You know what I miss more than anything? And not that you should be seeing the underside of the cars, but I miss the underside of the car being the underside of a car.
It looks like a freaking Matchbox car.
Yeah, these smooth panels on the bottom of the car,
this is legitimately what it looks like.
Yes.
This is not a Lionel Racing we went cheap. That's actually what the next gen looks like on the bottom.
It is.
It's awful.
It catches so much air whenever they do get screwed up. I don't know. If they would remove some of those panels from underneath, I think that would make all the difference because it would remove a little bit of the downforce. It would put a little bit more of the driver back in it. And then that 80 horsepower difference would be groundbreaking if you would just remove it a little bit.
Yeah. I know Jake from the Here for the Speed said there's some reason they cannot remove the diffuser, but I think you find a way. You just have to find a way because it sucks. It's awful. It's bad. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I agree.
Yeah. I think it's going to marginally move the needle. I don't think it's going to be huge, but listen, I will celebrate any minor advancement we can get at this point. Like any 5% improvement that they're willing to hand out.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. And honestly, I wish we just did it for Martinsville this year. Just open it up.
That would be great.
Why
a test
not?
run.
Just freaking do it. Who cares? The drivers are fine. It's not that big a deal. Just unlock them for 2 weeks from now. Let's roll it.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be exciting.
Next up, chilling on a dirt road.
On a dirt road.
And because you're wearing a winning hat, this is your segment. I'm just going to sit back here and listen to you talk.
Oh, man. I mean, nice brand new Hoosier Victory Lane Victory Lane hat. I got to say, personal friend of the show, Kenny Edkin, just dominated this past weekend at the track. He won by a margin of over 4 seconds, and that was after he was already out to a big lead and the caution came out.
That's awesome.
Just saying.
They smoked him.
So it was exciting because the very first corner of the first lap, he almost got stuffed into the wall by some cars in front of him that just threw on the emergency brakes for whatever reason.
Did you see the picture he put on Facebook?
I did.
It was pretty good. It was a good picture.
Yeah. So he all but ran into the wall and then just came back to absolutely dominate. We had 3 of the Edkin cars in the top 10, and nice. Johnny Rocket was not in the top 10.
Really? So that was Adam and BJ.
Adam, BJ, and Kenny. Yeah, or Kenny, Adam, and then BJ, because Adam beat BJ this week also.
Wow, that's impressive.
Adam started at the front and held fourth place ahead of Dellinger and Fantasy for quite a while. Had that caution not come out, I don't know if they would have got around him.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
That's kind of shocking.
But Kenny dominated. Adam had a good run. BJ had a solid run. Johnny started dead last with a damaged race car from the heat race and was able to drive up to 11th. He needed one more spot to be in the top 10.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Johnny had a pretty good season, I thought. I thought he did a good job.
He did. I mean, and again, that last race of the season, even with a damaged car that was just jacked, he passed 6 cars and was just knocking on the door for top 10. But Kenny did not win the championship this year. That would be Scott Dellinger. The 2 blown motors this season kind of
killed it.
Kind of killed it. But Kenny finished 3rd. He is still, we won last year. We won the year before that. So I do believe Kenny has still won 4 out of the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's 3 out of the last 4 years at this point.
Well, and then was it last year that he got the tour and the track?
Yeah.
So it was like,
that was the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That was the last 2 years he got those. So, yeah. The season didn't quite end the way he wanted, but it was still a good show that he put on.
Yeah, and Dellinger's a good dude, I think, right? Like, we all like Dellinger. I mean, he's a competitor, but, like, he's not a douche or anything.
Well, and he drives pretty dang clean.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't ever, come up to the line, but for the most part, he is a clean driver. So if we have to give one away to somebody, I'd prefer him over somebody else.
Yeah.
Definitely not that Jackson crew.
Yeah. Thank God he's retiring.
Couldn't win a championship. Made a big boast about going 410 racing. Got fired before the season was halfway over, and that. I love it.
Yeah. No further comments, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We did have the World of Outlaws in town, which is pretty cool. They were at Lincoln.
We did. Lincoln.
And it was, you could tell it was cold because that was a grippy track.
Yeah.
And I think 8 cars pulled off the track with motor issues.
Yeah, something like that. Well, then the high limit was at Path Valley this weekend also.
Was that 2 weekends ago?
Was it 2
weekends ago? Yeah, it was a couple
weekends
ago.
But still.
So I heard, and I still haven't watched the race replay. That's my fault. I heard it was incredibly entertaining. It was a complete poop show, but it was incredibly entertaining.
Dude, Path Valley is very similar to like Bristol. It is sunk down in the side of a hill, and it is steep banking, and there's barely enough room to get a field of cars on there because by the time they hit the green, they're already about ready to lap the cars on the back of the field.
That's what I was wondering, because like,
it is a small track.
So back in the day, Brian used to race go-karts there.
Yeah.
And in a go-kart, it was not that big of a track.
Yeah.
So when
then putting full-size cars on there that are 900 plus horsepower.
That is bananas.
Right?
I do want to go next year and see one. I need to witness it.
I like Path Valley. It's just so stinking far away. I mean, there's not a good way to get there because you're either hauling up over the mountain or you're going out around the mountain, and it ends up being, not quite 2 hours, but it's
a long trip around the mountain.
It's
a long trip. I've done that a few times.
But it is a neat track. And I mean, for go-karts, for micro sprints, for even the 4-cylinder Mustangs, it's a good track for those cars. Anything full size like a late model or a super sportsman or a 410, it's just too small of a track. But it puts on a hell of a show.
It's a big old poop show.
It is.
Big old poop show.
And I'm telling you, the banking is steep.
It looks like it. And I kind of want to go see it just because of that. So they did bull ring it a little bit from what I remember, which I think just naturally happened from running giant freaking sprint cars.
So.
Yeah. It wasn't even an intentional bull ring. It just sort of happened.
So the crazy thing about that track is even when you're in the pits, you don't have to worry about pit grandstands because you can walk and stand right up along the fence row at that track because of how steep the banking is. They're not flying out of there.
You can see anything?
That's you can
crazy.
see everything.
That's wild.
Everything.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So Anthony Macri brought home the win Saturday at Lincoln Speedway. Posse beat the Outlaws this year on the final count.
Love it.
5-2, I believe, was the final count. So pretty cool.
Love it. Love everything about it.
It was and it was mostly Posse at Lincoln. Now, a couple good outlaw cars blew motor or had motor issues, including Double D, one of the guys that we root for here on the podcast. So
That's true.
Chase Dietz, I thought was going to win the race.
So Kenny was pulling for him and just ran out at the end.
I think I was hoping that because the clean air is so big.
It is.
I think if Dietz would have had a shot either behind a lap car or something, I think he had it because the 23 was fast. Like he was hooked up, man. It was cool. I like Dietz. He's doing a really good job.
I got nothing against him. He's always been a decent guy that I can tell.
He races clean. He's good. Like he's personable. And he won Friday night at Selinsgrove.
Nice.
So good to see.
Nice.
And I think he started. Shoot, I'm doing all this from memory, but he did not start at the front at Selinsgrove, and he still won.
Well, and I'm just glad to hear Selinsgrove made it through the whole season, unlike last year.
There's been some rumors, and you can use your own opinions because we don't know. But apparently, I mean, there was a lot of so they don't stream, and obviously, like I can't. It's hard for me to go out to races, honestly, because kiddo and stuff like that.
Dad duties, husband duties.
Yeah,
we get it.
So when the tracks don't stream, it's hard for me to keep up with it. So I obviously didn't get to watch the Selinsgrove race. But if you look how much positions were changing around in the final results, it must have been pretty decent because there was a lot of moving. Like Double D started, I think, 14th and finished P2.
Dang, son.
And Chase Dietz, I think, was back half of the top 10 and won. So like obviously you could race.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was really cool.
I think there's a whole new administration running that track now.
Thank God.
So I think they're doing good. Hopefully they'll build that track back up and make a name for it again.
Bring in flow racing, please. Bring in flow racing.
That would be great.
Here's my next rant. Dirt Vision. Fix your freaking app. It drives me up a wall. So every now and then the app will just stop working. Like
I've seen that before at Kenny's house.
And then you have to totally close all your apps. I even restart the Apple TV. And then even then it'll come up, won't load, close it again, open, won't load, close it, open again. Third time it'll work. And then again it'll work for like 90 minutes and then you got to power cycle the app again. And I have no other issues with any other apps. And it does it on every single Apple TV that I own because I have like 5 of them.
Maybe it's just an Apple issue.
It's
Dirt Vision. I know better.
Dirt Vision, and they're the most freaking expensive one. Like, come on, guys.
I don't know. Sprint Unlimited, they're pretty expensive.
They're trash.
Too.
They're awful. Sprint Unlimited's got to go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna offend somebody with that. Gotta go.
Just jump on Flow Racing.
Yeah, seriously.
Dirt track racing all year round for the most part.
I know. And Dirt Vision overall does a solid job, but ever since they went to this new app at the beginning of the year, it's been nothing but issues. And so something they didn't work. And you got a little off season. You got some downtime in the next 3 or 4 months.
Fix your stuff.
Time to fix it. And they're not even doing Chili Bowl, so they could even fix it during the Chili Bowl while Flo's carrying that. So it's good to go.
Yeah.
Fix your stuff.
Oh, I love the Chili Bowl. I'd like to go there sometime.
Oh, I do. That'd be so much fun because it's like I think being in the atmosphere would be so amazing because
the thing is
everyone's
have to pay,
there.
Well, yeah, and you have to pay for each individual day, so like there's a waiting list to get on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's hard to get tickets. One of the guys I know gets tickets every year because he has been going there for so long, and he says it is absolutely nuts.
It would be fun.
It's on my bucket list along with going to Eldora at some point.
And Eldora needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like King's Royal Weekend or something.
Oh
Take
my
the
God,
camper
that'd
out.
be great.
Oh.
Yep.
And it's not that far a drive for how far we drive.
What, 6 hours?
I think so. I think it's 6. So
yeah. So I mean, we're just outside of the other end of the state.
Yeah, like we've done way worse. So that King's Royal Weekend would be really fun. I've loosely had that on my radar too. Chicagoland also, tickets are for sale.
Are we going?
I kind of want to go.
I mean, hey.
It's 9-hour drive.
I mean, I've done that before.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Dude, I kind of want to do it.
At one point,
we could even fly. I don't care.
I mean, at one point, not to tell on myself, at one point, I did a cannonball run that was 4 hours one way and 4 hours back that same day. Because I didn't get a hotel room to stay out there at the finish line. So yeah, I've driven that long before. That doesn't faze me.
It'd be easy. Yeah. Let's just do it. I think Chicagoland's going to be fun. And
The only
I'm pretty
thing is-
sure all 3 series are there. Is that right?
Do you have bulletproof windows in your vehicles?
So thankfully, it's not in Chicago.
Oh,
it's like
well.
south of Chicago.
Well,
So
way to screw up my joke.
I'm sorry. I just came home from Memphis, Tennessee. So,
No, you're
you
good,
know,
buddy.
we have fully experienced the dumpster fire of these crappy American cities. So
That's fair.
Sheldon Haudenschild is leaving the 17 at the end of the season, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
And then the crew chief was
He's
fired.
been with that team forever and a day.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
And his crew chief was fired right after their win at Williams Grove last week, which is just like not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yikes.
So, yeah, it's a bad look. So I'm shocked they're even finishing the season because, like, I kind of expected at this point just.
Oh, by the way, I missed something.
What'd you miss?
Kenny got a fresh chassis that he is putting together for the 410 and hoping
Nice.
to make it out for 2 races yet this season with the 410 sprint car. So
I'm hoping we can make it to one of them. One
So,
more in Martinsville, right?
One were in Martinsville. Yep. But there's 2 more 410 races at BAP
Okay.
Speedway, and Kenny is planning loosely at this point on participating.
Well, let's try to get to the other one. That'd be fun.
Oh, I'm down. I mean, I'll probably
Well,
be there
you'll
anyhow.
be there anyway. Yeah, you don't have a choice. Maybe I'll just hop in the truck and ride with you.
There you go.
But that'd be fun.
If
And
the
Baps
toters
puts
are
on a
rocking,
great-
don't come knocking. What?
Ayy. 410s put on a great show at Baps.
Yes, they
That's a
do.
good-
Yes,
that's a
they
good
do.
one. Review our pick standings. Nolan actually
What?
nailed it. Nolan actually picked. I forgot to export it. I'm so sorry. We're doing this from memory. But it's okay. I just did it, so I actually remember. Nolan picked Denny Hamlin, so he picked the winner on behalf of
kidding.
David. So David
Man.
finally gains a point.
I'm proud of that
Even though he's
kid.
not even here. I know. It was good.
Proud of him.
And honestly, our picks were pretty solid because you had Larson,
Yeah.
who was P2.
Yep.
And I had Bell, who was 4th or 5th. So we had a good pick week.
Yes, we did.
We really
Yes,
did. So rolling into Talladega, I have no ideas. Like, I guess I go first because I had the lowest finish.
Technically, yes, sir.
Gosh, I just.
Do you want to see the
Just throw darts
results
at
from
a
last
wall?
year? I have the results up from last year.
I don't think it matters. Like, truthfully,
You want to go with Justin Haley, don't you?
If I was worried about burning a pick, I would 100% do Justin Haley.
That's fair. I hate who my pick's going to be.
I'm just going Ryan Preece. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay. I mean, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick.
And I'm locking in my Martinsville pick right now, number 12. Just
Okay.
done. Yep.
So, as much as I hate to say it, because of it being a super speedway, I'm going to call it now that Recce Spinhouse takes the dub.
I would love to see a non-playoff driver win. That would make me feel better about this stupid race.
Yeah, because he, for whatever reason, is able to find his way through all the bull crap and all the nonsense, and then ends up being at the front at the end. So I'm going with Recce Spinhouse, and he won that race last year. So
Hey, I'm good with it. I would actually prefer that. So I'm down. Let's make it happen. Maintain a little bit of legitimacy in our playoff format this week.
as far as Martinsville, I mean, if we're making call outs,
We should do our picks at the track. That'd be
I'm
fun.
down with that.
We'll
I'm
make
down
that
with
a
that.
video.
yeah, I'm down with that.
I mean, it's not like I gave away information that nobody already knew would come out of my mouth.
Fair.
So,
Fair, you're just being a homer like
Yeah.
normal. It's all good.
there's a lot of 12 stuff in this room. So,
I mean, you biased? No way.
I know. What? No way. So final thoughts are that I am really tired, and this time of the year sucks because it's getting colder, it's getting darker earlier, and
not happy about it.
Ah.
The only bonus is I'm out there hunting, but
I forgot you're a hunter. That's the good part.
yeah. Although I like to try to get my tags filled before rifle season, so I don't have to go out when it's real cold out.
That's
but
the
so
spirit.
far, no luck. So
As long as you bring me some food, we're good. I mean, that's all
you
I
know.
want. Can I get some venison jerky? I like venison jerky.
I don't usually make jerky. I'm just being honest with you. I don't, because I make steaks. I make burger because that's what I use the most of.
Can I try some? I've never had it. I'd like to try it.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm dead serious. Literally, the only venison food I have had is burger.
Buddy. Oh,
I know.
Okay. I got you.
Perfect.
I got you.
All right. I was going to say we'll invite the whole podcast crew, but at this point, that's
It's
you and
just
me. So we'll make them some night and then record or something. You know, keep it fun.
Yeah. Oh, you got a Blackstone too, don't you?
I got a Blackstone.
Oh,
because we will be using that at Martinsville, my friend. For sure.
I'm excited. So you did send a text earlier about Martinsville. Are you saying about getting the boy ready for his day?
Yes.
Or okay, because I was so like
AM.
confused.
We're still leaving AM.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to leave at like 5 a.m. Like I wanted to at least like, get him ready to go to the babysitters and all that stuff. And then we can leave.
I mean, I was down for 5
Yeah.
a.m. because that's not a stretch for me to wake up, but I get it. You
Sorry,
know?
I'm going to push this back just a
No.
little bit.
You want to be a dad. I get it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
respect
trying.
it.
Especially since I'm gone for like 5 days after that. So
Yeah.
I figured if I could at least get that little sliver, then it doesn't make the rest quite as bad.
No, I respect it. You're doing dad things. I approve.
Well, thank you. And hey,
also,
the camper just got inspected. It's ready
nice.
to go.
Did,
Ready
have
to
you
rock
run
and
any
roll.
water through it yet?
Yeah, we got it cleaned out. So what we're going to do, because like obviously the longer water sits, the more prone you are. Mm-hmm. So we did a vinegar bath and it actually smells great, basically because it doesn't smell. That's the goal. And it was great. So the week of, we're just going to do one more vinegar bath and then a flush and then fill it. And I'm just going to haul it full.
Really?
I have a diesel truck.
Well,
I don't
I mean,
give a crap. I'm not really worried about fuel economy.
I was going to say,
rather
because
just
we
haul it
stopped at
full.
that gas station and filled up, and that worked out all right.
Yeah. but
I'm
that's
just hoping we
annoying.
get a better parking spot this year.
We're getting a better spot.
Yeah, so
That
we're not
is happening.
So we're not on a hill. Although that one pop up, dude, they were seriously tipped bad.
Dude,
it was sketchy.
I was waiting for that one to roll all weekend.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I was like, and we're going to have a great view of it
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
from ours that's about ready to roll. Like,
Yeah. But
so, it's going to be good. It's going to be, I can't wait, man. That's going to be a fun trip.
so I did pull up Martinsville today just to look at, and it looks like racing starts on Thursday at 6 p.m. So we'll have all day to get there and set up.
So we have a lot of time.
That's not a bad thing, especially if we want to be a little bit more choosy about our spots this time.
Yeah. Well, and we take a fair amount of time getting there usually because we stop for food. We stop to get other food.
Yeah.
We stop to bathroom trips for David. It's a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
So
yep.
Definitely do not mind having a little bit extra time. So
yeah, we need to get a list together so I can buy some munchies for the trip.
yeah, I'll text the group. Maybe we can coordinate a little food and actually plan ahead. Or we can literally just decide what we want me there. I don't freaking care. We can go out and eat in every meal for what we want.
I
it's
mean,
whatever the group
I'm
gang wants.
already budgeting myself to eat out every meal if necessary.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll make some steaks from the
hey,
Blackstone,
does your
though.
wife have good handwriting? Do you think she could make a poster for us that says hot dog count in bubble letters?
I'll ask her. I'll ask her very nicely.
I appreciate you because
So-
I don't have the best handwriting. I don't know what your handwriting looks like. So I'm just saying bubble letters.
I type a lot. That tells you what you need to know.
Yeah. So I think the bubble letters will be better visible and we'll just keep tallying those hot dogs up all weekend, baby.
Oh, man, it's going to be nasty in that bathroom. But on that note, I think we land the plane. I say we skip Dega and just do Martinsville this weekend.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'm good. I got nothing else to say. You?
Yep. I'm good. Peace.
Peace. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.